Good afternoon. It's November the 15th, and I'm out in Harbour Landing. Uh, this is Careport Veterinary Clinic. This is where Shadowpaw goes. I didn't bring him, but I had to pick something up here, so I decided to take a walk while I'm out here in Harbour Landing, which I haven't done for a while. I have walked out here before, but not recently. So we will take a walk here. We will go down this way. Get into the little green space here. We can walk right down to the southern edge of the city. There's a cell phone tower right there, so I should be getting good reception, assuming it's a SaskTel tower. We're sort of on the edge of the commercial area here. So you see a Marshall's over there and Dollarama. There's a wine store not too far away. Gas station, a Lowe's. I think we still have a Lowe's. They closed a bunch of them. Stuff like that. And then a lot of the residential buildings out here, going wide variety too. There's a lot of apartment buildings, condo buildings, but also, especially up that way, single family units, as they call them, houses in other words. It has this really nice open park space down the middle of it that where I'm going to head that way, which will take me right down to the end of town, southern edge. I don't want to walk too far. I got things to do, but I did want to walk somewhere today, and somewhere a little different, so that's why I'm here. Should be a crosswalk. Oh, it's up there. Okay. But I'd rather cross here if I can, since there's no traffic coming. Get on this path. So these are all multi-unit of one sort or another. Duplexes, quadruplexes, I guess. Octuplexes. I don't know how far up do you keep carrying on that naming convention? Sexplexes? That sounds awful. There's a natural stream that flows through here that was left as kind of the centerpiece of the green space. See down there, you can see to the edge of town. We're going to go to the left, go down to the southern edge of town here. Might walk back up that way after that. Let's see how I'm feeling, if my shoe stays tied. I have to sit down somewhere and tie it. There are benches. There's the creek. Tonight we're going to see Jerry Seinfeld at the Connexus Arts Center. Looking forward to that. Always enjoyed his stand-up routines when I've seen them on TV, but I've never seen him live. And of course, we watched all of Seinfeld. Not that long ago, actually, we rewatched the whole thing. Still very, very funny after all these years. Tomorrow we're going to a Scotch tasting at Bushwhackers, so I've got a 2-hour choir rehearsal from 4:30 to 6:30, and then we're going to a Scotch tasting at 7 p.m. That's something you want to take an Uber to, or a taxi. See how low the sun is? It's what, 2 o'clock? Almost right on the nose. The sun is that low in the sky, and we're not anywhere close to the shortest day of the year yet. Oh, there's one more cross street here. Okay. Oh, rabbits over there, or hares. Actually, they look big. Probably hares. You usually see them out in this area. I like to walk here on a weekday. On the weekends, these paths can be very, well, it's not like they're crowded, but there's quite a few people on them. Doing more publishing stuff this morning, of course. There's always publishing stuff. I got 3 more books I'm trying to be publishing by the end of the year here. So they will sell because income is important. You can't just keep spending money. You do not have an infinite supply of it, that's for sure. At some point, it has to come the other way. All right, so we'll go over here to the crosswalk. I don't know what this street is called. It's called something, I don't know what. We look down the creek, and then this goes all the way through Harbour Landing. It cuts through these paths past all the residential on both sides, so really quite a nice layout. And the sky is quite dramatic here today too. Land of living sky is very blue looking in that direction. We'll go this way. It's not a crosswalk, but it is a crosswalk, but it doesn't have a light on it. Too busy. Yeah, we'll go a big loop now down here to the Trans-Canada, is what that is up there. If you did not take the bypass, Trans-Canada comes in and joins the ring road. If you took the bypass, you're way to the south of here somewhere. You can barely see Regina. That's why it's called a bypass. There's single houses over there. They're a bit smaller than the ones further up, further north. Some really big ones further north. These are more normal sized, whatever that means in a house. Whatever size house you have, you think of as a normal sized house, I guess. Ours having been built almost 100 years ago, it's small by people think of as a normal sized house now. Some of these are bigger than our house. We'll have to have some sort of centennial celebration when we get to the house's 100th year in 2026. It was built in 1926. It's been in the family since 1939, so it was a young house when they bought it, but they didn't build it. I think a doctor built it originally. I don't know who that was, though. And then my wife's grandparents bought it in 1939. We would have bought a bigger house, but the Depression had undercut their income. We've completely redone the interior, almost completely redone the interior. Most of it we redone, and we just put an extension on the back that's almost finished. Closer than it's ever been. 2.5 years to build 67 square feet and a deck. Supposed to be a downstairs bath. We're still waiting on that installation and the lighting, but we have cabinets out there now. Oh, there's somebody up there walking around the other way. So even today, I will run into somebody on this path. It'd be prettier when we walk the other way because we don't have the sun in. Well, the sun's in my eyes, but it's got to be washing out the what's on the video too. So the Louvain, where you go into Louvain over there. If you go over that bridge and keep going that way, you'll end up in Weyburn, where I grew up. It'll be an hour and 10 minutes from here. It's an hour from here anyway, about 110 kilometers. Used to make that drive a lot, but not since my parents died. My mom died in 2013, so I haven't had much reason to go down there since then. See the cars. Hello. And we'll just loop around and then we walk in the other way. I'm wearing my jacket, but my coat's open because it's about 4 or 5 degrees, which felt cool when it was so cloudy, but now that the sun's out, it was very warm. We have had snow, but it melted. There's a little bit in the forecast, but not a lot, but that doesn't prove much. It can come up out of nowhere any time now. Wake up in the morning, even find it snowed without it being predicted. I've seen that happen in my years in Saskatchewan. Okay, well, there you go. Southern edge of town, covering the Trans-Canada out onto the open prairie. And then we go this way. This will turn us around and head us back north. Get another look at those rabbits when we get up there. Now everything is nicely lit by the sun behind us. You can see how long my shadow is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're not even that far north. We're in southern Canada by quite a bit. London is further north than we are, where my daughter is right now. And it's cooler now walking this way because the sun's not shining on my face. Interesting. Well, I find it interesting. I don't know if you do or not. Airplane up there. The airport is sort of straight ahead. One reason this is called landing, I think. I don't know where the harbor comes from. We're a long way from any significant body of water. They use an airplane in their marketing, and a lot of the streets are actually named after aviation things. Yeah, I see a lot of white spots up there. Those are all rabbits. See how I'll probably not care too much. I'm walking by. This is a well-traveled area, so they're used to it. Probably they get a dog or two after them from time to time. Over there. Oh, they're all over the place. Quite a large, what do you call it? Not a herd of rabbits. Flock of rabbits? A conglomeration of rabbits? Oof. Speaking of dogs. Yeah, there's a lot of them. It's at least 15, maybe 20, just the ones I can see. As I said, pretty calm. I'm a long way away and they can run faster than I can, so. Most of them are doing that kind of, they're aware of the dog. I think that's why that one's sitting up straight over there. But he's on a leash, so. Oh, there's even some in the bushes there that I hadn't noticed before. So I'd say there's at least 20 of them out here. The rabbits all know there's a dog. And you could walk down there and come to the edge of town in that direction, but I don't think I'll do that today. Oh my God, I've been walking 15 minutes. We'll go down this way, I think, because there's a park down there I've never walked into, so we'll go down there. See more rabbits down in the next chunk of the grassland down there. See the sign here, natural area. So more or less undisturbed. We'll look up that way before we leave behind the green space that splits Harbour Landing down the middle. Now, what's this park called? McKenna, I think. Yeah, McKenna Park. I don't know who McKenna was, but here's his or her park. Look like nice condo buildings. I'm sure they're condos. McKenna Park. We'll take a little stroll through McKenna Park. There's a cell phone tower over there, so again, no excuse for buffering today, one would think. This little sunken area down there with boulders in it. Playground coming up. It's the playground. Through it here, a bit of a picnic shelter here too. See another rabbit out there in the middle. And down there, I think. They're everywhere. This playground. So I always point out, I used to care a lot about playgrounds when Alice was little, but now that she's 23 and in a master's program in London, probably not nearly as focused on playgrounds as I remember her being. Oh yeah, lots of got all the rabbits under the trees over here, and they're in the playground as well, right behind the swing. Hi Shan, we've had snow, it just hasn't stuck yet. Go back a few days, I walked when it was all white. And the weather's turning colder, so it could come anytime now. They did have quite a bit of snow in the forecast for next week, but then it went away in the forecast. There's still a couple of days that show a little bit of snow, so we'll see what happens. I've seen lots of years when it doesn't snow till December, sometimes even a week or two into December. So, you just never know. It's variable for sure. That probably just takes me to a street. So we'll carry on around here. Find more rabbits. Rabbit paradise down here, apparently. People houses and rabbit houses, too. I mean, I can remember in the 80s, 70s, We came up here on a course tour from my school in Arkansas to Western Christian College in Weyburn. I was disappointed because it was late November. I think it was the U.S. Thanksgiving weekend, and there was no snow to show off to all these Southerners. There were some drought years in the 80s when there wasn't much snow for sure. We don't ever get that much snow. We're a semi-arid climate, almost a desert, not quite. So compared to over there, compared to really snowy places, we aren't. It's just that it usually gets cold enough that whatever we get sticks for a long period. Feels like we have lots of snow. We'll go this way. Must be a way through the houses here somewhere. Or is there? I don't want to walk too far. Now, it might take me all the way down to the Louvain. I don't really want to go that far. Yeah, I don't think there's a way through. So, all right, let's stick to the path then. Just heading to the car now, so I can go do more stuff. There's one almost invisible right there. Getting to be a rock. Well, in all the years I've been walking, this is the first time I've walked in this piece of the park. So there you go, something new. Looks a lot like maybe another green space in Regina, but it's nice. You have a lot of green spaces. Every tree planted. You saw the prairie when I was down at the end of the path there. The trees growing here naturally. Or very few anyway. Now, the question is, where do I go now? Do I go down James Hill Road and around? Does that dump me on the where I want to go? Am I where I think I am? Yeah, I think so. I think I am indeed where I think I am. So we'll go up to the light and cross over and we'll be at the car, basically. Cross over sooner if there's no cars coming, but it's a wide street to jaywalk, so if you misjudge it. Hadwick Road. Oh no, there's a long line of very similar structures. Long stretch of them there. Yep, there's the animal hospital. Animal clinic, not really a hospital. Or maybe a hospital too, but more of a clinic. So the developer down here did a lot of similar houses in a row, a lot like what I walked through out in the new West Era development not that long ago. It's kind of long rows and then a parking area in the middle. You can have it any color you want as long as it's one of these. There's a rabbit between the two houses. Home Inn and Suites is a hotel, obviously. And there's a Days Inn over there. So these are all fairly new, you know, fairly inexpensive hotels that were built down here not that long ago. Crosswinds condominiums. Okay. But they probably do get quite a few crosswinds here. Well, looks like we'll be crossing this way. So Tim Hortons down there. He had every intention of going around that corner. There's a better look at Careport. Well, they do call it a hospital, animal hospital. Fortunately, Chautauqua's not in the hospital. He just needed some special food that I picked up today. And our car's in the parking lot here, so I'll stop up here at the entrance to the driveway, and that'll be that. I'll stop here. So thanks for walking with me. Bye for now.